Welcome to another week in the celestial realm and how it impacts terra firma. Because, of course, astrology is electromagnetism, constantly ongoing electromagnetism connecting the firmament up there to terra firma down here. 23rd of December 2025 commences with the sun square the moon's nodes. The moon's nodes, quite a karmic energy. It's like where you came from, south node, previous incarnation, if you like, where you're heading in this lifetime. So it's kind of like past, future, and you're in the present, but in order to move forth, you need to kind of address something in the past. So when it's sun square, essence of you square, a little bit of tension. It's a great day to shed, let go of the past, anything you're clinging on to that's kind of blocking your journey moving forth. Address it today, December 23rd. So if there's something that's, I just need to let it go. I need to let it drop. I just need to erase it from the present in order to move forth. So this niggling past energy, address it in the present in order to move forth. This will be the day to officially rid the past in the present to move to the future. That is sun square the moon's nodes. Tuesday, 24th December 2025. Quite a lot of energy today. It's quite complex. So let's start with Venus trine Chiron. Chiron is a little planet, mini planet asteroid, is a power player. Make a note of Chiron, Chiron. It's going to become an enormous player when astrology catches up with itself. It's benefic. It's known as the wounded healer. This is just a nonsense. It literally goes back to freaking just eons ago when it was first discovered. It's been misidentified on such a grand scale. It's a power player, connects the inner planets and the outer planets. It's literally a connector. I call it the connector. And it's benefic and it's progressive and it impacts all areas of your life. Mental, physical, spiritual, emotional. It's a positive. So when it's with Venus, love and money, and it's Chiron, which is positive across the board and kind of connecting. So if you need to connect relationships of any description, if you need to sort of connect people, including yourself, or connect financial aspects of your life and sort of weave it all together, fiscally or romantically, the little networker, the little connector that is Chiron will assist you very much so on this day. Also, we have Saturn square Jupiter. Wow, that's a big one. That is powerful, super, super powerful. When those two come together and it's square, it's, yeah, you feel it. Jupiter is benefic, it's easygoing, it's lucky, it's positive, it's optimistic. Saturn is rigid, unyielding, doesn't give you anything for free. And here's the crux. Jupiter wants to give you everything for free. Saturn doesn't want to give you anything. It's karma. So if you've been an absolute saint, if you've been a good boy, girl, man, human, insect, sentient being, whatever it might be, when these two come together as a square, which is quite volatile but can be incredibly progressive, if you've been a good soul, up to this point, up to this exact meeting of Saturn and Jupiter, you could benefit hugely, but you have to play by the rule book of Saturn. Don't do anything immoral. Just do what you have to do it efficiently, brilliantly, and with great luster and enthusiasm, knowing that you've come into this day having been fantastic. You'll benefit hugely from that square. Conversely, if you've swanned around town for the last, I don't know, week, month or year, being an absolute gnarly menace and a pain in the butt, when this particular square comes along and all the luck in the world is potentially at your disposal, powerful luck and good fortune, you ain't gonna get any, right? In fact, Saturn might just give you a little elbow to the jaw. Karma is powerful. And the message when these two get together is, I will give you everything or nothing. If you choose to be bad, nada. If you choose to be a good soul, hugely benefic potential on this day. And you align that with Venus and Chiron. The moral of the story is, be good. Happy Christmas. Happy Christmas. Hopefully having a great time. Hopefully you're watching this in the morning of Christmas Day when everything is calm before the inevitable carnage of Christmas Day. So on this day, it's actually, it's quite cool energy. I have to be honest. I like the energy on Christmas Day this year. I think everyone's going to have a good time. I really do think they're going to have a good time. Sun quincunx, or it's also called an inconjunct, but yeah, you give the choice of those two, you're always going to go quincunx, right? Sun quincunx Mars. Quincunx is very positive, unless Saturn is involved, then it becomes, ooh, scary. But this is a positive little quincunx. Energy, it's just energized. It's all the essence of the individual. So everyone's like, God, I feel, like that. I feel pretty good about life. You may even do a little fandango, a little pirouette down the stairs. It's good energy. Always be careful when it's Mars. Things can get a little bit too carried away. We can get a little bit too carried away, but effectively this is Sun quincunx Mars. It's just happy, buoyant, joyous energy associated with oneself. If you wake up on Christmas Day this year and want to have a great time, you absolutely can. It's at your disposal, and it will only be you as an individual that fucks it up, right? Everyone should be having a great Christmas Day in 2025. In the United Kingdom, because I was just about to remove my glasses, someone needs either a coffee, double espresso, a vodka, or a gin if he's removing glasses that are not present. Anyway, I will continue apace. In England, this is for the rest of the universe, we call the 26th of December Boxing Day. A lot of you will correct me. I think this goes back to a kind of pugilistic realm in the past, but I could be wrong. Please feel free to correct me on that. Anyway, the 26th of December, 2025, now this is a kind of little warning in a way, because we've got Mercury opposite Jupiter, right? Now, Jupiter is great, Mercury's great, but when they're opposite, it's a slight problem, because this is all about communication and travel. Mercury, primarily, it's communication and travel and a little bit of networking, really. But when it's opposite Jupiter, that is good luck. When Jupiter is associated with an opposition, there's no luck at all. We do a lot of traveling to distant relatives or whatever it is on Boxing Day. I'm telling you, leave an hour earlier, leave 2 hours earlier. Do not trust the logistics of travel on the 26th. If it's going to go awry over Christmas, travel of any description, in your little motor car, on your little push bike, train, whatever it is, nothing's going to sort of, we're not going to have, said it before, some train careering off the rails at, I don't know, Dumbarton or something. Nothing like that. It's delays, it's timelines just going out of the window, and you're dipping stuck in traffic, and some 17-year-old idiot who's just passed his driving test will just, drive into a hedgerow and hold up the traffic. It's just that kind of day when you've got everything planned, pinpoint. It's like, can't go wrong. Jupiter in opposition, aligned with Mercury, has a different attitude towards that mindset. Just letting you know. Friday, 27th of December. Well, they've got a good moon. The moon's in Sagittarius. The moon likes being Sagittarius. So, and it's a waning moon. So the energy should be pretty good. Here's another word of warning, because because yesterday Mercury was opposite Jupiter. Today Mercury is in play again, but this time he's square Saturn. And really, this is another day of sort of potential communication breakdown, travel chaos, networking sort of like not quite happening. It's not straightforward energy when Mercury is square Saturn. When Saturn is ever involved as a square, or as an opposition, and indeed as a quincunx. It's the only one that causes carnage. When it's a quincunx as well, you have to take note. So today, if there was a day you kind of like just down tools and think, okay, Christmas is done, I ain't going anywhere. I'm just gonna watch the innumerable box sets or whatever it is, or just, it's not box sets now, it's Netflix. If you want to purge yourself on Netflix, Prime, whatever it might be, and eat the gazillion chocolates you were presented with on Christmas Day or over the Christmas period, oh man, oh man, oh man, this is the day. Really. Let's put it this way. This astrologer will be sitting pretty in his little flat, even if I get invited to some full-on wild, I don't know, LA style party. Nah. Saturday, 28th December, I've got Venus square Uranus. Now, Venus, as hopefully you'll begin to understand now, is associated with relationships, all kind of relationships, could be any type of relationship. Personal, family, friends, work colleagues, and then square Uranus, the little maverick. So it's Saturday. So this is the kind of day, there's two things, fiscal, right? I wouldn't go anywhere fiscally that has an element of danger or risk attached to it, because with Uranus, it could be magical, but it could be unexpectedly the opposite end of the spectrum. You never know what you're going to get with Uranus. And so when you never know what you're going to get, and often it's very exciting, but when you don't know, when there's that element of the unknown with Uranus, and it involves finances, I'd be circumventing that one personally. So that's on that side. But relationships, because Uranus is the planet of perennial surprises and can be just so exciting and wild, the relationship side, it is a kind of day, and it's action. It's a square, so it's kind of really hyped energy. So it is the kind of Saturday when you could just meet someone and commence the most wild, reckless, and rather exciting love affair. Brief. It could even be like, could be a day, could be a week, could be a month. But it's the kind of day when you just kind of run with it and think, God, this feels, there's a frisson, there's a sort of electricity attached to it. So if you meet someone today, this is personal one-to-one relationships, and you just feel, you're like, God, I'm feeling this. I'm really feeling this. And you feel positive about the unexpected Uranus energy. Go play. Have fun. Hell, it's Saturday, right? Saturday night. But because Uranus always has an element of the unexpected, I would say, especially if you're a femme fatale, I would always let people know. It's just like a little sort of, this is a father speaking. I've got a daughter, so I'm speaking from a father perspective. Just let someone know, I'm just going to off to do something a little bit wild. I just want to tell you what I'm doing and where I'm going and what I'm doing. That last part was from Dad, not from the astrologer. Anyway, it has great potential, but just be wary. We did it! I always like saying that, because we always feel the same way. It's like, man, okay, finally. Got to the end of the week, Sunday, 29th of December, 2025, and it's really the calmest day. It's the calmest day of the week. They've obviously been having a wild hoolie up there in the ethereal realm, because there are no participants today up there. They've been in play all week long, but not today. It's Moon in Sagittarius, likes being in Sagittarius, so it's kind of light and nice and quite kind of fluffy energy. But really, it is the day when the whole madness and just spontaneity of Christmas has settled, and you probably sat there thinking, I'm just knackered. I'm done, I'm shot, I'm knackered. I got 0 left in the tank, and I don't want to do anything today. Oh, well, here's your day. It absolutely encourages that mindset. Just chill with the one you cherish, you love, your betrothed, whoever it is, whoever you want to hang out with today. Make sure it's someone that whose company you just love, because it's that kind of day. It could be like a best buddy, just come around. I've got rid of all, the shit shows ended. Hello, best buddy. Come round. We're just going to do nothing, watch our favourite movies, and just eat nonsense. That kind of day. Nice way to end the week, I think. So, therein, if you've enjoyed this week's little, vignettes, monologues, etc., please subscribe if this is a requirement, and or continue to follow. I will continue to bang the drum when it comes to followers. I do what I do, and I do come up technically short, so there is a degree of duress for the Virgo moon when I have to deal with technology, but I will continue to do it because you continue to follow me. That is rock and roll. I love it. It's a two-way gig. If there was no one following me, I'd be just filming this and then pointing the camera in the mirror because I'd be doing it for myself. So thank you, and see you next week.